Hey everybody, welcome to this Wednesday edition of the nicolascomstock show. I'm so glad you decided to join me today. If this is your first time joining me, I am so happy that you are here. If you would do me the favor of subscribing to my YouTube channel, and when you subscribe, make sure you hit that little notification bell so you can get notified every time I upload a new video. All right, you guys, today I'm going to tell you a story that you may not know about me. I had a girlfriend for a very brief time, and that is why the video is entitled My 2010 Spring Fling. And, okay, so let me tell you the story. And the video is going to be a little bit longer today than normal, but just bear with me. The story's good. So back in 2009, in September, I went to Bible college for a year. Well, the second semester started in January of 2010. That's when me and this girl met. So I met this girl, and a couple of things that we had in common. She has a large family, like I do. When all my brothers and my parents are together, there's 8 of us. And with her family, although our families never got together because it didn't even last that long, her family had 9 siblings. So large family, I get it. So anyway, so she had a large family, and also the other thing that we had in common was that she had some brothers or sisters, I don't remember which, that had cerebral palsy. And even though that cerebral palsy is not my direct diagnosis, it's still connected to the diagnosis that I actually had. So there was a connection there. But I gotta be honest with you guys, growing up, I heard from different people and even some family that I was never gonna get married, never have anybody date me. Because of my disability, it was going to be too challenging. And so, to be honest with you, I was not physically attracted to this girl at all. But I was just so thrilled with the fact that when I talked to this girl, she actually told me that she liked me, and I told her that I like her too. That was the first mistake, because if you're over 18, in my opinion, or maybe over 20, you and your significant other do not have to hang up the phone every time and say, I like you too. To me, that's just junior high-ish and stupid. To me, you don't have to do that if you're over 18. You can just, when the guy's ready to say I love you at the right time, you can just say that and don't even have to go through the I like you stage, because that's annoying. But anyway, so we would say that. And then the nicknames that I had for her, you know how most people, if they really start dating, and which we didn't, we just call each other the nicknames because we thought it was great, I guess. And I wanted to be cool, and the dating relationship didn't last very long. But my main nickname for her was not honey, baby, sweetie, blah, blah, blah. The typical. My main nickname was you. Y-O-U. Like, every time she would call me, I'd be like, hey, you. What's going on, you? How are you doing, you? I don't know why. It was just kind of weird. So then she would text me things like, I can't get you off my mind. I miss you so much, blah, blah, blah. And, I'm just eating this up because I'm like, yeah, I'm about to prove these itches wrong, and I'm about to get married. And I don't know if I told you guys this or not. If I did, forgive me for repeating myself. I'm getting old. I'll be 31 next month. But when we first started talking, she told me that she was from Montana. And when she originally told me that, I immediately started, for whatever reason, in my head, planning a life in Montana, which, don't ask me why I did that, because I hate the cold, I hate the snow, I would never go anywhere in Montana. Even though it's beautiful, I would never move there in my life. So don't ask me why I started planning a life there. But I did. In my head, I started thinking, oh, Montana with this girl and her family, blah, blah, blah. Well, so we talked for about a month or two, and then all of a sudden, my girlfriend tells me, she was like, my sister would like to talk to you. Can I give you her number? And I was like, or no, she was like, can I give you, can I give her your number? That's what she said. And I was like, fine, sure, that's no problem. So the sister calls me, and you guys, I discovered one of the nut farms in America is in Montana. Because by the time I finished this conversation with with my girlfriend's sister at the time, oh my word, I discovered that their family is an absolute nutcase. So this girl starts telling me that, she just wanted to call and get to know me because her sister, my girlfriend, tells her everything, and she just wanted to see if I was a decent guy because her sister has not picked decent guys in the past. And then she started telling me that her whole family has had an issue of picking wonderful, great spouses. So I'm sitting here going, okay, that's good, not good, I guess. And so then she proceeds to tell me that the husbands that the sisters are married to have some severe mental disorders. And I'm going, oh, well. I'm going, oh, wow. Like, this is nuts. So then the cherry on the top for me was when the sister told me that the father had a severe case of bipolar disorder. And I'm going, oh my goodness. Okay. Now, I'm not making fun of anybody with bipolar, but that really did freak me out when she told me that about her dad. And so then after this mind-blowing conversation with this sister about all the family drama and people in the family don't know how to pick right spouses and all this stuff, my girlfriend calls me and was like, hey, Nick, my dad wants to talk to you on Monday morning. Keep in mind, I just found out that this dad was bipolar, and I'm going, he wants to talk to me on Monday morning? What did I do? Is he gonna, chop my head off? Blah, blah, blah. So side note. So I actually got the older sister in trouble because she told me about her dad's condition and she wasn't supposed to. So it was kind of funny because I told on the sister later on. So I actually ended up talking with the dad on this Monday morning, and he was actually really nice, really cordial. We had a great conversation. But then later, I still got the sister in trouble, which was awesome. Because, you know me, if you've ever followed me on Question of the Day, I love to get people in trouble and people arguing. So, anyways, so, yeah, I mean, it was just really crazy. And then, the thing that really, really made me think twice about this was that my girlfriend called me one day and she was like, hey, Nick, I have something to tell you. And I was like, what's that? And she was like, well, I took a semester off of college before I met you. And she goes, when I was off during that semester, a guy came over to my house. We were watching a movie and I ended up being with that guy. And like you were about to sit out there and ask Nick, what does that mean? How was she with the guy? Well, let's go through this very slowly and PG-13-ish. Okay, well, do you remember the situation with Bill Clinton and Monica in the Oval Office? Well, let's just say that the guy that she was with played the part of Bill Clinton, and my girlfriend at the time played the part of Monica. And so my girlfriend gave him the Monica Lewinsky special. So she told me that, and I was kind of like, okay, whatever. But here's the thing, guys. Okay, my girlfriend did something that drove me nuts, and we actually broke up over this. And we broke up over the coolest way. It was the smoothest breakup ever. And she did this all the time, and it drove me nuts. So here's what she did. She would, when I would call her, she would always have me on speakerphone, talking to her friends, saying, hey, I'm talking to Nick, blah, blah, blah. And all the girls would say, hi, Nick, and how are you? And all. So I would spend 20 minutes with my girlfriend and her friends on the phone, which was really annoying because when I called, I just wanted to talk to my girlfriend. So, ladies, gentlemen, because I know there's got to be some gentlemen that do this too, because you women cry about, you don't want to talk to me, you just want to be with your friends. So I know there's guys that do this too. So, listen, ladies and gentlemen, when you're on the phone with your significant other, cut everybody else out and just talk to them, okay? Just talk to them, spend that time with your boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, and do not involve anybody else in that time, honestly. There might be another reason we broke up, which one time we were in the dining hall at the college having a meal together, which, guys, that's another no-no. Don't ever have a meal in the college dining hall, because if you have a meal in the college dining hall, that probably means that you're broke and you can't afford anything else, so the girl should probably run. And I was broke, so we had a free meal. So we had a meal in the college dining hall, and I think it was egg salad sandwiches that day, and I didn't know that. And I hate eggs, for those of you who don't know, unless they're like baked in something. And I ended up throwing up all over the place. Well, she ended up cleaning it up, and that's probably one of the other reasons she broke up with me. I don't know. Because when I told her I just wanted to talk to her and not her chicks, that was the last time that we actually spoke, and it was the easiest breakup ever. And also, she told me constantly, she was like, I'm going to be a missionary, and no guy's going to stop me from doing that. And I almost wanted to say to her all the time, well, you better stop dating this crippled, because I'm a 24/7 job. But I never told her that. So, yeah, it was kind of fun. It went through January of 2010 till about June of that year. So, the entire springtime and then a couple weeks of summer. And we never talked to each other again. But we didn't have to go through the, I'm breaking up with you and this hurts me so bad. Because I never talked to her again. So, it was great, So yeah, that's my story of my one girlfriend and my 2010 spring fling. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it made you laugh a little bit. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.